It's Friday, dude. It is Friday. I broke up my workout again today. Sorry, I'm sitting here in this. I'm getting older and I can't do it all at once. Here's the issue though. I'll work out a little bit and then I'll be like, oh, I'll do the rest later. And then I feel like 50% of the time I don't. Because I get tired, man. I get fucking tired. It happens. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I'm just sitting here, just getting old. It's, the way of things. Tis the way of things. What a great bundle we have today. What a great bundle. My codes are skincare 100 if you spend $100 or more in my store, skincare 200 if you spend $200 or more in my store. And I got to be honest with you, that's really, really, really good product that you get for free. Buy shit, get free shit, as I like to say. Buy shit, get free shit. So, what do we have going on today besides the collective insanity of the world? What is going on? For me, I'm going to deep clean the house. I'm going to take out one of the air conditioners out of our windows because it's going to be staying in the 30s and 40s at night. So I have this very silent fan that I think will carry us through. Plus, I have chronic dry eye, and I don't know about any of you. Hello, Kimmy. Happy Friday. I don't know about any of you. Anyone who suffers dry eye, I'm sure you feel this way, but I feel like dry eye, your eye gets so much worse with AC running in a small room. Like I have to wake up and pry my eyes open because they're just like crusted shut. So this has been one of the few years that I'm just excited to get the air conditioner the fuck out of my room. Like just get it out, get it out, get it out. Get it out. Sometimes that's just what you got to do with your life. It's just what you got to do with your life. Good morning. Hello. How are you guys? I'm good. Living the dream. Hello, Rumble. Let me make sure I'm even on. Am I even on Rumble yet? I'm telling you, sometimes Rumble just doesn't work. It really pisses me off too. It's just not working again. Nope, it's working. Okay. Sometimes it just doesn't. I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with that? Good morning. I have dry eye at night, and by morning they're watering heavily. But does your dry eye? So for me, with our wood stove going, oh, my eyes hurt so bad. But we need it to keep warm. And then with the air conditioner going, I don't know which one dries out my eyes the most, the worst, as they say, but yeah. Hey guys. What's up? So guess what? Guess what I have to show you? I'm pretty excited. If I can just open this up and boom, there we go. And replace. It's right here. So all this jewelry, I got these majestic plum earrings, by the way. They're fucking amazing. They're only $12.99. I love them. What else did I get? I got this Midnight Glam bracelet and earring set. I don't know if it's my favorite, but I think it's pretty. Like I feel like you have to wear this with something dressier, right? Like a long, beautiful dress. It's very sparkly. So I'll give it that. But see how long the earrings are? It comes off as more elegant than just like dressing in normal clothes like this chick is. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you can fancify normal clothes with harder core jewelry. What's up? What's up? What else did I get? So this pumpkin patch necklace is very cute. Very cute. I got Here it is. Here are my cats winging out. I got the charmed bracelet and necklace. Would you guys quit Halloween? What's awesome about this? So here's the spooky bracelet. What is your problem? Why do you just meow and make a ruckus? Get out of here. It's got a little skeleton on it. Oop, little pumpkin. Hello. It's got a little pumpkin on it. It's got a little bat. I think it's the cutest thing in the world. We're almost in October where I'll be able to wear this and not feel guilty. I'm not going to wear it yet because it is not October yet. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't feel right. It's too early. It's too early. Anyway, here is the matching necklace with the spoopy bats and skeletons. This $9.99 bracelet set with the ghost on it. I got the ghost. There is a witch or a ghost. I chose the spooky ghost. This glows in the dark. I'm fucking getting this too. I just, I love the holidays. So I like to have stuff for the holidays. I'm like that old lady that always wears matching jewelry to whatever the holidays are. That's me. And I'm not embarrassed. Oh, I like this bracelet. I might get that. I think I will. This is the problem with selling Avon. I feel like I buy more than people buy from me. I have to be really, really careful with what I'm doing here. This is cute. Because then I want to go shopping. I have to get off this page. If I don't get off this page, I am just going to want to keep shopping. And that's a problem. So these are our codes today. I have to get the ghost bracelet, right? And then there's a witch's hat bracelet and they glow in the dark, which is a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So today until midnight tonight, code skincare 100 or skincare 200, depending on if you spend $100 or $200 in my store. This is a good set. It's our David Bowie ball, nighttime skincare. I fucking love this shit. Our Ultimate Supreme line. It also comes with the Ultimate Nighttime Serum. And then if you spend $200 or more, you get that with an Isonox day cream. So pretty good fucking bundle. All your earrings go back to Avon. Where is my set of charmed and spooked earring set? Okay. Yeah. I got this. I like the little spiders. I don't know if you can tell, but they have little reddish garnet, like purple. They have deep purple jewels as their butts. And it's little spidey. So I like the spiders, my favorite. The pumpkins, my second. The spider webs, my third. And then the skulls, my fourth. So, and they're cheap. So, yeah, I like the little, I call them Spee-Frees. I want to put them in my ears, but it's fucking September, dude. It's the 26th. I can't do it yet. It's blasphemous. It's blasphemous. I will be doing an autumn tree right here. It will be, son of a bitch. Why am I so stupid? I wish this would turn back on. Here we go. Let's see if we can do it. Are you serious? Can you turn back on? There we go. So I'll be doing my autumn tree right here. So I'm going to have to find a way to set up my camera so you guys can enjoy that sometimes, because it can't just be up my ass the whole time. So maybe it'll be something like this. I don't know. Who's to know in this world, but I'll want you guys to see it and enjoy it because I'm going to work on it. So I'm going to have 2 autumn trees this year. So as I get older, and because I decorate so much for Christmas, it's getting harder and harder to put everything up. So for me, my Avon business has suffered a lot because of inflation and no one having money. Like, I was doing really well, and then like 2022 came and it was just the pitfall. So for me, Black Friday is very important. And that is the one time out of the year that I do the huge, massive Thanksgiving meal, and I have company, my mother-in-law. So I can get easily overwhelmed, and also having to put up all the Christmas decorations. Like I get so overwhelmed. So this year, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have both trees up. And then right before Thanksgiving, I'm going to take down, I do a harvest tree. That way it can go from Halloween until Thanksgiving. And it looks very autumn and harvest and not Christmassy, orange lights, all this fun stuff. But I never did my pencil tree like that. But this year I'm going to do it. And then that way it will be, are these codes expired? Are you serious? There's no way I'm posting the wrong ones. You are right. Damn it. Do I love you? I love you so much. This is what happens when you get 6 hours of sleep and you try to work out. God bless you, Julie. What would I do without Julie Hall? Look at this bitch. You're like the other half of my brain, you know, the functioning one. The part that actually works and isn't stupid. Julie Hall, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, what Julie said. I can't believe I brought up the wrong bundle. So what do we, this is hair bundles. This is our Organis line. Our Organis line is pretty popular. My husband uses the Rosemary Organis shampoo. Do I do a theme for my Christmas tree? Well, for Christmas, I do like Montana fucking rustic upstairs. And then downstairs, I do a very Venetian tree. Now, here's the issue. I've spent a lot of money on my Venetian look, but I'm wondering if I'm over it. We'll see. I mean, it's a beautiful tree, but I don't know. I like to mix things up. And that's why I'm really glad to have the Montana rustic tree up here so that I can feel like I've done them both. But my tree that I do downstairs is very Italian Venetian fancy pants. Yeah, thank you, Julie. You're the shit. I swear to gosh, I feel like I need to give you some commission. There's going to be a bunch of people that just watch the beginning of this and they're going to get pissed at me and be like, she's a liar. She's a terrible liar. We hate this bitch. So yesterday I did a look on TikTok that was really, really light. TikTok is the only platform that I really get traction anymore while I stream. X was good for a while, but it's kind of gone the way of the dodo. YouTube's never been good for me. Facebook, I've been shadow banned for years, since 2020. When my page kept going in Facebook jail, and multiple times it was up for deletion for misinformation. And the things they would flag for misinformation was absolutely ridiculous. Like it would be like my opinion on something. And you couldn't contest it because it was a bunch of purple-haired weirdos that just didn't like me who were trying to get me banned. And it all started... Oh, wow. What is going on in my eye? That does not look good. There is something that does not look good in my eyeball. So pardon me a second while I check this out. I don't even know how to look at it. It looks like burst veins. Let's see if you guys can see it. It is right here in this corner. And I can feel the redness. I can feel it like a scritchy scratch. Do you guys see that? So it's hard for me to look at it because I got to look in the other direction for it to pop out. Does anyone else see that, or am I crazy? It looks like it's very red. Make an Avon tree. No. I see it. Okay. Yay, Chris. I'm so glad. I'm not crazy. I'm so glad. Favorite dishes for Thanksgiving and Christmas? I do the same menu every Christmas, which is my grandmother's lasagna, and we eat Christmas Eve, because Christmas was Jesus's birthday. So we always had our big party on Christmas Eve because Sunday was a day for church and Jesus, right? For Thanksgiving, I do this butter turkey my husband really loves. I liked brined turkey, but he's just not into the brine. Though last year I brined it a little, but with something else so that he wouldn't hate it. And then I did the butter and he liked it. Made it very juicy. I do it really sick. I mean, that really hurts in my eye. It looks awful. I do a really sick garlic mashed potato in a crock pot. I usually do a cream spinach in a crock pot. Then I make way too much food. I do an Italian sausage and sage dressing. And yeah, I did that a couple of years ago. My eye was bad. Went to ER. There's that much blood. I'll find those. Sometimes vessels in your eyes just pop. Well, that's what happened. So it feels irritated. So I'm wondering if I can put makeup on. We will see. Let's do a new clinical retinol eye cream. I love this shit. Anything with retinol in it, I want to put on my face. I want to do it. I want to do it. Treat all my stuff. Let's see. I'm going to use the Beyond Glow vitamin C serum with ferulic acid. Vitamin C is so good for brightening your skin and helping with like the discolorations from the sun and from aging and all that fun stuff. So always have you a very good vitamin C that you can put on your face. Though I'm a complete product whore. I'm all over the map with what I use because I have too many products. But I love it. I always tell people you don't have to commit to one thing. Get 3 different lines of products and use them the fuck all. Why not? Just get 3 different lines of products. So this is our a new clinical collagen booster that I'm putting on my face. Gonna boost that collagen in my skin. I wonder if I'm gonna finish my walk after I'm done streaming. I think I might not because I'm lazy and I'm so tired. So tired. There we go. There we go. Good morning. I love the new eye patches too. They're fucking amazing. They're fucking amazing. They're so great. I love them. Love them. All right. Well, let's see what I can do makeup wise here with my eyes being this sad. What's the official name? It's Beyond Glow Snail Mucin. It's our Beyond Glow line. All right, little multi-peptide eye primer. Am I running out? Because I have like 50 more bottles. You know what? I am running out. Let's get a new bottle, shall we? I have so many. Yay, here's another one. There we go. There we go. Ah, so nice. So fucking nice. So what are we going to talk about today, kids? There's a lot going on. Hello, Arkansas. Thank you, Leslie. Are the bats gone for good? We couldn't live in this house if it had bats. You can die. Bats can kill you. Like rabies. The bats were gone when we moved in. Like, I wouldn't move into this house if there were fucking bats. Fuck that. No. Stella, that's amazing. No way would I live here with bats. Hey, just trying to avoid the rabies. Like, literally, they can scratch you and you don't even know it. So I read a story. There was a little girl. And she was with her family, and a bat got in, and they were all screaming, trying to get rid of the bat. The little girl didn't know it, and the parents didn't know it, but the bat had lightly scratched her. No one knew it. And the girl got rabies, which is incurable, and died. Dying of rabies is a fucking nightmare, and a little girl had to go through that. Dr. Sarcasm, he's here all night, ladies and gentlemen. That's batshit crazy. Yeah, we're having problems getting them out because people are like, bats are good for the environment, man. Just live with the animals and get rabies and die, man. And we're like, what the fuck? Then the government's like, we protect bats, so you must love and cuddle them as you try to get them out. It's really hard to get an exclusion. It's really difficult. They're not endangered. They've just decided because they're beneficial that they're like, when you get bats, they get to torture you for years because you have to jump through loopholes. I believe they're flying rats now. Like, I used to love bats. But once I was trying to move into this house and we had to get rid of them, I'm like, fuck that. If there's bats in your house, I'm sorry, just insect bomb it. Like, I'm sorry. Like, they're not endangered, but you'll get in deep shit. So what did we have to do? We had to wait for the bat experts to come and exclude them, which took forever. And then finally we got to move in. But yeah, there's no way I would live here if there was fucking bats. I get chills because you can die. That's the issue, is you can actually die. Yeah, they were in the house. So when the old man who used to live here moved out, he was like 90, and he left this door behind me open this much, no screenshot, nothing, for 1 year. So this house was open to anything that wanted to come in for 1 year. What do you think happened? Then the chinking in the house degraded, so there were other little holes. So when they got in through the open door, then they found out there was other little holes they can get in and out. So then we had to do a total log restoration on the house. Basically, all our life savings, we had to piss away into doing that. But we got this house on a deal because there was lots of issues. But we had a vision. We had a fucking vision. Now, unfortunately, because of all the issues, all the money we spent getting rid of bats and sealing the holes so the bats wouldn't come back in, and all the, sawing off our balconies that rotted out. That was money I had hoped we could like renovate the inside. And now it looks like I'm living in the 1970s with worn down everything, and I don't care because there's no bats and the house isn't leaking. You take what you can get. You know what I mean? You take what you can get. Now, let's see here. I would like to do some makeup. And I think I'm just going to do this really light look that I did yesterday. And I will show it. Replace. It's our Glow Color palette. And it's the one in powdery pink. There you go. Very powdery, very pink. I will be using the top 3 colors of this. And then I will, are there owls around the house? We have great horned owls. These things, when they fly, their wingspan is like 6'6". It's crazy. The fucking wingspan. The Scott Mansion. Okay, since you're talking about Halloween, I follow the Conjuring House. They gave some history on other haunted houses. They had a small write-up on the Scott Mansion in Joliet. Now, let me see if I know exactly what that is. I think I do. Because it's been on sale forever. No one wants to live there. No, that's not it. There's a more haunted... So, my whole life, I wanted to live in the Scott Mansion in Joliet. And the only issue is it is like... I'm sorry. It's on the projects, essentially. Like this house, basically, here we go, borderlines the projects in Joliet, Illinois. So while it's very beautiful, I mean, New York doctor bought the historic Scott Mansion last year. It doesn't look like he's done much with it. Yeah, I mean, it's been falling apart. It's gorgeous. Is there a tour on the inside? City of Joliet, Scott Mansion. All right, let's see. This looks like it'll take us inside. Let's watch this.
Mr. Scott was a Civil War veteran, and he had the house built in 1882. Mr. Scott spent $40,000 to build this house.
Back then, that was like millions, right?
There are a few other mansions in the area, but this was one of the prominent ones.
So, can we get a quick peek inside?
Absolutely. Follow me.
I'm scared.
This is not the most haunted mansion in Joliet. There's one that's been on sale multiple times forever. I toured it once and my skin was crawling. It's gorgeous inside. I've wanted that other one my whole life, but it's considered the most haunted house in America by a lot of people. Yeah, this is called the Cathedral area in Joliet, Illinois. It is where I always used to want to live because it's so stunning.
The house has had some mishaps.
Look at the woodwork.
Most recently, a realtor purchased the home and rented it to the University of St. Francis. They had a frat party and someone got killed at the party.
Jesus. What the fuck? Why are people dying at a frat party?
I gotta say my heart rate's picked up a little bit.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know why,
that.
but
I got the chills the first time I was in this part of the house.
so they would just have private shows in.
Well, they didn't have television and they didn't have radio, so
And they
and
were
no
immensely-
Xbox.
So that's a stage.
They would probably hire either magicians or can girls or
Candy magicians, my ass. This is Joliet, Illinois. The Scott Mansion was a secret titty bar. Fucking magicians. Yeah, his magic trick was there was a whore that came out and shook her ass.
someone to do a play. You're gonna enjoy the view once you get up there.
It's really cool. You can see everything.
The purchaser who bought it is a lover of Victorian houses and has a lot of respect for these old buildings, so he's going to return it to its
Only he didn't.
original condition, which will be awesome once it's done.
This is literally right next to a whole bunch of projects. Like this, that is by the projects. Joliet Haunted Mansion. It was just on sale. Scott Mansion, Scott Mansion. Y'all are looking at one thing. Yeah. The Joliet Prison. Here it is. The Frank Shaver Allen home. This is the fucking one, guys. This is the mansion. All right, I'm going to put on some makeup, but I have to share this with you. All, by the way, this is my hometown. This is where I grew up. These are the houses I drove by and walked by my whole life and wanted to live in, even though they were haunted. Wait till you see how beautiful this house is.
Investigation takes us to Joliet, Illinois, to investigate one of the most haunted homes in America, the Frank Shaver Allen.
That's been abandoned since I was a little girl. As far as I know, no one's lived in it.
House. The home is rumored to be haunted by an elderly woman, a young boy, and a nanny who used to care for the home.
What's up, guys? We're here in Joliet, Illinois. I'm really excited
J-Town represents. It's like when you don't have gangbangers, you also have ghosts.
about this one. We're in the Frank Shaver Allen house. I've been waiting literally about 10 years to investigate this place. I've been driving by and hearing the stories. Now we're here. We're one of the first teams that I can think of.
Oh, damn it. I thought it was a tour and it's just going to be people sitting in the dark going, I heard a tapping. There's a tapping. Like, shut the fuck up.
That have actually been granted
They might be really nice.
permission to investigate this place. The energy here is definitely really fresh, okay? The last one I remember, I'm doing my studying right, was in the 70s, I believe. A psychic came in here and they left and they vowed never to return.
I'm going to do the pink. Also, psychics aren't real. I'm sorry, guys. I think they're very skilled people that tell you what you want to hear. They're not real.
There's stories of an older woman haunting this place, also a child, a boy, and Frank Shaver Allen himself, the architect of this home, he's rumored to be haunting this place as well. He built.
Let me see. Are you going to give me a tour? Okay, so what I'm going to do is look up the Frank Shaver Allen home.
Our next investigation takes us to Joliet, Illinois, to investigate one of the most haunted homes.
Because I am playing this. I don't want. Okay. Can we go inside? House tour. Okay, is this it? That's not it. Son of a bitch. Isn't there just a tour of the architecture? That's all I want to show you guys. Yes, Scott Mansion. Oh, fuck it. You fucks. I don't want to see people just sitting in the dark claiming that they see shadows. Okay. Ghost hunts in Illinois. Don't we have one tour? Like, it was just on sale and it just sold. I couldn't believe someone bought it. I couldn't believe someone bought this shit. Yeah. $99,000 fixer-upper. People were just like, here it is. They're like, just take this fucking house. Just get it out of here. Like, no one wants to live in this shit. It is so beautiful inside. And the woodwork. And like the little circular tundra. Look at the fireplace. Like, it's so beautiful. I love it. Okay, wait, maybe we can get into this. Yeah! We got 11 photos. This bitch, old house life. Michelle Bowers, thank you, girl. Why is it little tiny pictures? Oh, well, we can still get inside there. I mean, little tiny pictures. It's so fucking cool, guys. So they remodeled it, and I heard that if you remodel things, it spikes ghost activity. It was built in 1887. 1887. 3,200 square feet, 5 bedrooms. I think it only has 1 bathroom. Pretty sure it only has 1 bathroom. But yeah, that's the house that everyone in J-Town was like, get the fuck away from that shit. And I'll be honest with you, just walking by it, I was like, no. I mean, I don't know anything about ghosts. I can't tell you like what I believe or don't believe, but what I do know is that there are certain places that give you feelings, and this is the one. It's so beautiful. It's on so much property. It's been so cheap for anyone to buy forever. So fucking cheap. Ain't nobody want this shit. This is probably the best one I found, images wise. Now, is it as elaborate as the Scott Mansion? No, that's why people are like, there's not a private stage and shit for me to look at. Okay. But like, look at this little room. Look at the fireplace. No, this place has negative. And look at the fireplace in the fucking kitchen. Oh my gosh. I love this house. I've always loved it. But it gives me the heebie-jeebies. It does. Huh. Okay. Everyone's just peeking around this mansion. But yeah. That one definitely has the vibes. I never got it from the Scott Mansion. So, Juliet Scott Mansion. I never felt that way. It sucks being poor since Hurricane Katrina, never able to afford to live in a historical home again. Come buy one of these motherfuckers. They're like $90,000. Get this shit out of here. Like, there's a couple of places in Joliet that I think you could buy easy peasy. Oh my goodness. Back of the Scott Mansion. Totally vacant bluff. All right, let's see. Rumors of hauntings. Yeah, I think they do all this with the Scott Mansion because it's so big. It's big. So in 2004, they found a man shot. It's the new owner, a John Wilkes Booth impersonator, died only 6 months after buying. I'm sorry. You're a John Wilkes Booth impersonator? One day, that kid that shot Trump's ear and tried to blow his head off, are there going to be impersonators of him? Because remember, John Wilkes Booth was like the George Clooney of the day. He was a huge actor that everyone knew. And he and many other people believed that Lincoln was a dictator, fascist, all this stuff because of, he basically suspended the Constitution to do what he did. Now he's called a hero. Then everyone was like, he's a fascist dictator and we have to take him out. And then John Wilkes Booth, the George Clooney of the day, did it. And now someone impersonates him. So, based on that information, does that mean since everyone thinks Trump's a fascist now, does he shoot Abe Lincoln impersonators? Crawfish, you need to look in Alabama and Arkansas. Arkansas, that would be the place. That would be the place. But yeah, I think I would buy a haunted ass house. Would you guys? I think I would do it. Yep. What's your opinion on the Kirk shooter? I don't really have one yet. Here's the issue. We have been lied to so much that we question everything. And I don't blame any of you. I don't blame any of you for questioning. I'm of the belief that the Republican Party is working hand in hand with Democrats because they're like, look at us. We're outraged. We're saying Democrats are bad. Look at us. We do nothing. We pass no laws that will help in any way. We just sit here. Look at us. Look at us. And then the Democrats will come in and we'll be ushered into Agenda 2030 eventually. I don't see Congress or Senate. I don't see the majority doing anything. I see two wings of the same bird. That's it. Just one wing's like, we're going to act like we're the opposition. We're outraged. They don't do anything. They say a lot of words and then look at how they vote. They literally do nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. So that's why if you're like, oh, it's a conspiracy, I'd be like, I believe it. If you were like, Donald Trump is like best friends with Clintons and he's there to make you all feel like there's, pushback against the Marxism and communism, but eventually we're going to topple everything in the Civil War so we can usher in the Great Reset and Agenda 2030. I'd be like, of course that's true. So what do you want me? Two cheeks of the same ass that has not washed itself in 50 years. Yep. So I can't blame anybody at all for not believing narratives. So if you Google me, Google says terrible things about me. Terrible things about me. If I saw what Google said about me, about someone else, I would be like, they're an awful person. So when I see how much Google lies about things I've said and things that I've done, I just assume that they're lying about everyone else all the time. So I'm literally just sitting here. I don't believe anything. It's kind of like on X. It says I have 1,291 views. I probably have 5 people watching on X. It's just people have scrolled past it. You get what I'm saying? Like nobody's actually watching on X. So everything on social media is a lie. And you just can't trust it. And that's where we're at. And does it suck? Absolutely. But it is what it is. Trust no one and nothing. Like they've lost all the benefit of my doubt. I have absolutely none for them. Wow, 35 people watching on my Facebook with 1.4 million follows. Once in a blue moon, I'll post something and their shadow ban lifts and it'll be like 10,000 people have seen this photo. And then it like goes right back. Sometimes their algorithm against me will break and I'm like, oh, hey. And then they're like, nope, shove her back in there. Shove her back in there. Do it. Just cram her back in there. We don't need none of that. We don't need none of that. So yeah, 2 cheeks of the same ass. I'm dying. Such a dad phrase. Yeah, it's a good one though. It's a good one though. I like it. I like it. And thank you. Yeah, hit thumbs up. I never tell people to hit thumbs up and stuff. Look, unless you're like Hassan or Tim Pool or something, nobody's going to see your shit. There's like the top 1% of everyone, and then that's it. And then that's it. And then good fucking luck. Every time people are like, I want to be a YouTube star, I'm like, how? You're never going to fucking make it. Everything is like rigged against you rising in this. It's just not going to happen, but you know, whatever was getting your notifications and suddenly stopped. I've had thousands of people report to me that they were unfollowed on my Facebook. And Facebook told me they put me at the bottom of everyone's feeds indefinitely. And I've had my rights to stream taken away. I got demonetized for a long time, all for misinformation. Well, who deemed misinformation? One side is the only correct side. Anyone who's independent, libertarian, or conservative are incorrect, and only the Democratic left is correct. Like, that's the life we've been living. There's truth on both sides, guys. So here's where I stand. Both parties will crush their opposition if given the chance. Unfortunately, Democrats own like 97% of media. So instead of having fair and balanced news reporters hold them to account so that they wouldn't crush the other side, the journalists covered up for Democrats crushing the opposition and silencing them everywhere and banning them, right? But Republicans would do the same thing. And that's why having a fair and non-partisan, non-activist media like MSN is important, but they've been captured. And that's why I've always warned people of the pendulum swing. Like, you're rooting this on now because you feel like you're on the right side of history and your people are the correct ones, right? I say you always meet in the middle, and not one side's correct, not the other side's correct. There's always that middle ground. But what we've witnessed the last 10 years is one side crush the right. And I'm a former Democrat, and I had to walk away because I was like, dude, like, this isn't right. I started getting banned for speaking up and saying what's happening isn't right. Even though it's my side doing it, even though I want to win, this ain't how I want to win, right? And then everyone's like, you're a KKK, white supremacist, evil, awful person for not wanting government fucking censorship through Facebook, Google, and Twitter. I'm like, whoa, what? Trust me, I'm not left anymore with the way people turned on me. So Both sides will do this. So for all the people cheering on for the left to get a taste of their own medicine, here's what's wrong with that. Then the pendulum's just always going to swing. We need to demand that all media fire every single journalist and rehire people who are non-partisan, people who only care about the truth and exposing both sides for their hypocrisy and lies. You turn on CNN and they're like, anything conservative says bad, 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 and we're the good guys at all times, every second good guys. And I'm like, that's not correct. Like, that's just not correct. Anyone with a functioning brain will know that. So that is what's happened, is we are in a situation where, unfortunately, our media is supposed to be holding our government accountable for being lying sacks of shit, but instead they're running cover because it's cover for their side, quotation marks. And again, I'm of the belief that Democrats and Republicans behind the scenes are in cahoots. When Democrats are in power, they get a whole lot of shit done, dude. When Republicans are in power, they do nothing. Nothing at all. This is our cream eyeliner in Cosmic Brown. Like, they literally do nothing. So I'm like, I think, they're pretty much the same people going for the same thing, which is trying to push the American people into a civil war so they can usher in Agenda 2030, one world government, where they will all be on the top of the food chain and you and I will be crawling on our fucking bellies at the bottom. Because that's how these kinds of things work, Just blending out my eyeliner, guys. Blendy, blendy, blendy. It's fun to blend. So yeah, I don't think either side is here to save us. Because look at every time they vote, they get nothing done. Nothing done. Only one side gets anything done. The left needs to pay for its crimes. It never will. Tricky balance. Russ, I believe the left and right need to pay for their crimes. You're going to tell me Mitch McConnell wasn't a criminal? John McCain? George Bush? Dick Cheney? I don't know if there are people who can be completely unbiased. I can be. I'm literally sitting here saying both sides have problems. It's just one side has all the power of the narrative. That's why we see things the way we see. Republican politicians wouldn't hesitate to silence all their opposition. Democratic politicians wouldn't hesitate to silence all opposition. The problem is the Democrats have had power over almost all social media and the news for decades. So we're literally watching one side get crushed. Like I was an atheist. And I had Christian friends getting banned for basically saying, why can't I worship at my church, but everyone can, violently riot for George Floyd. And then all of a sudden they're banned from their social media. And everyone's like, free speech, but only for leftists. And I'm like, wait a minute. At the time, not only did I not believe in God, I was critical and maybe even aggressive towards Christians. And I was like, whoa, this isn't right. This isn't fucking right. So I started standing up. Me, of all people, started standing up for Christians. Never did I think I'd see the day. Yet here we were. And this is how people get radicalized when normal people like me speak out against their own friends, family, and they're like, yo, telling a bunch of people they can riot all day and night in the streets for racial injustice and how it's fine. But then telling a bunch of Christians and Jews that they can't go to church and synagogue to worship because they're going to kill grandma. Like that doesn't make sense. And it feels very targeted and you have to stop. All right, let's blendy, blendy, blendy. But yeah, I'm the fucking bad guy, I guess, for noticing all that. How absurd. How dare you notice our master plan? I'm like, yo. Because I'm all about fairness. So I truly think I could be bipartisan. So if I can be bipartisan, if I can sit here and people are like, oh, the left are, destroying everything. I'm like, not all of them are. I'm sorry. Not all of them are communists. Not all of them are socialists. Not all of them wish you ill will, though I have seen an exposure of a lot of them who have been very desensitized towards people they don't agree with in, a way that kind of scares me. But, speaking in absolutes is never a great thing. And you need the duality of both sides. And unfortunately, right now, you have one side that's seemingly in power, and I don't see them doing anything. Like, I don't see them passing laws, flexing their might and stuff the way that Democrats do. So that's why I just think that they're all on the same team. All of them. I think they all just sit there smoking cigars, laughing at us as they usher in Agenda 2030, because they will be at the top of the food chain, and you and I, we're all going to be at the bottom. And we won't notice it because we're going to be too busy fighting one another. And then before you know it, we have the boot of worldwide communism on our throats. Hi, little kitty. And then we're fucked. Just blending. Just sitting here blending, kids. That's all. All right. The left who radicalized you, Adri leaning in, whispering, you did. Yeah. Was I a Christian before? Well, I mean, Christian by default, how I was raised. I believed in God until my first marriage. And I will be honest with you, I was young and very pliable. And I was with someone who was a staunch atheist who had no problem mocking anyone that believed and made them feel stupid and all this stuff. And then I started questioning things. And then I eventually lost God. And then when I lost God, I just started to hate God. Then I started to hate Christians because honestly, I would log online. Everyone's like, whore, pose in Playboy, slut, whore, harlot, burn in hell. Like, that's all I heard. So I was like, fuck you guys. So I got really aggressive with Christians. Only a Sith deals in absolutes, right? I love Avon's Glimmer Sticks eyeliner. I love they last pretty much all day and they don't melt down your face. Here, here, baby. Here, here. I mean, going after Comey, what does that do for me? What does that do for me? Someone who's like, hey, it's not protesting when people stop vehicles, hold people hostages in their cars, and start smashing windows and shit. And why do they keep getting away with it? Why does our justice system barely punish criminals? This is what I don't want. I didn't vote to let all these illegal people into this country. I don't know why they're here. I didn't vote to ship all our jobs to China and Vietnam and all this stuff. Why the fuck did that happen? Like, I'm sitting here trying to sell Avon, adriancurry.com, and it ain't easy. Americans do care about finances. And as of right now, I'm not feeling like things have gotten better. Do you? Do you feel that, like, it's easier to make ends meet and stuff? Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't feel that way. I'm not like every day like, oh, gee, it's so... Hi, kitty, 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 kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. Sorry, my little baby. My little baby's running around. I'm just not feeling that things are much better. And I'd like for them to be, because when things are better, then people can buy Avon. And when people can buy Avon, then I'm doing better financially, and it's a good thing, you know? It's a good thing. Nope, eggs by me are $5.49, right? See, there you go. Thanks to leftist policy and the inaction of the right, people think that's free speech. I think the inaction from the right is because the right is the left and the left is the right. The only people who think there are teams and are fighting each other are the people. That's what I think. As a guy who orders produce, I'm seeing the prices constantly go up. Yeah, and my paychecks are going down. You know what I mean? I'm here, I'm hustling, but it ain't what it used to be. I used to literally just be like, check out this cool eyeshadow palette, which it is cool. And people would believe me and go buy it because they had money. You know what I mean? Now they have no money and they see me go, hey, eyeshadow palette. And they're like, I don't want to look at something I can't go buy. And I get that. I understand. I'm planning on getting myself Avon for Christmas. There you go, Kathy. Like this Christmas, I told my husband, I'm like, fuck presents. It's stupid. It's going to break everyone financially. We should just tell everyone we know and love, yo, how about we just eat food and send cards and say, I love you. Like, or just have cheap gifts. But I used to love to buy extravagant gifts for people for Christmas. And I'm like, I can't do that. Can't do it for my fucking self. Like, it's stupid. Asparagus or eyeshadow. That's what I'm talking about. And then they're like, who's going to pick your crops? It's going to get so expensive. What's the fucking difference? It's the difference from what everyone's paying that now. I don't feel that anything has gotten better. The economy still sucks, and I feel like there's no attention put towards making it better. Comey being indicted is about revenge, and that doesn't help any of us. I don't feel helped by it. He's a piece of shit, and he lied, and he should get in trouble. But that should be on the back burner. You know what I mean? Like, that's not a top priority for me. It's just not a top priority for me. Black Friday has become a joke, but it was a people-killing joke to begin with. Black Friday is the only thing that gets me through the holidays. I have to kill myself selling Avon from essentially November 1st until December 15th because then no one buys anything until like late February. So if I don't do well selling, I'm fucked like really badly. Really badly. No, I've never gone to Black Friday like in the store. Fuck that. I ain't fighting people. Hey, don't you jump there. Don't you do it, cat. You look at me. Hey, you. Oh no, there's a cat up there. Fuck. There is a cat 15 feet in the air. Hey. That's no good. What am I? This cat is on a fucking beam in my house. What do I do? What do I do? I guess I'm supposed to rescue him. There we go. The cat's climbing. Hey, get off that fucking wire. That's the stupid internet. Oh my God. When you live in a log home and then your cats are like, I can climb logs. Trust me. The things they do are very bad. It's very fucking bad. Okay, I have to get a ladder. Oh, fuck me. Y'all are gonna leave. Whatever. What can I do? No one's gonna buy Avon anyway. I'm gonna rescue my cat. Fucking rescue my cat. Son of a bitch. I am gonna kill this little fucker. Alright. Did you guys see that video of that kid at that amusement park walking on the monorail? This is what it reminds me of. Come on, kitty, 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 kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. Come on. Come on. Oh, you fucker. Ugh. I'm going to kill this cat. I don't know how to get you down. Here comes the water. There we go. Come on, cat. Kitty, 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 kitty. You son of a bitch. I swear. I can't get him down. Oh, I'm going to kill him. I'm just going to kill this cat. Oh, I think I got you now, buddy. Don't leave. Oh, I'm going to kill you. Come on. Oh. Oh. I can't get him. You little shit. I got you. I got you. Oh. I mean, my ceilings are 27 feet tall off of this balcony. Come here. You are a bad and beautiful kitty. Do you know how hurt you could get if you had walked out on that beam? Zorg, John Baptiste Emmanuel Zorg, you're gonna kill your mother. He's so fluffy and bad. He's so bad. It's a 27-foot drop, and he's like, I can climb up the log walls, and then I can walk across log beams. Buddy, I love you. You can't do that. I know you're mad at me because I sprayed you with water, but it was the only way to get you into the safe space to pull you down. Little shit. Yes, it was new kitty being bad, kitty. Are you mad at me? You can't go up there, buddy. You gotta stop. Look how pissed he is. I was having such fun. And then my mother sprayed me with a bottle of water to get me away from the dangerous edge and to push me towards the edge that was less dangerous for her to get on a ladder. And you're so cute. You're so cute. And I love you. Can you not do that? Can you not do it? You scare the shit out of me. Just scares the shit out of me. I gotta make sure he's not going back up there. Get out of here, cat. Where are you climbing up this thing? Shoo! Shoo, shoo, shoo. You go downstairs. Shoo. You cute fucker. Go. You're very bad. I have gotten cat and kitten training aid. Yeah? Bullshit. You know what it trains him to do? Be like, fuck you, and I do what I want. That's what it trains my cat to do. He does not care at all. Anything you put up, yes, that's Glamdring from Lord of the Rings, Gandalf's sword. Anything you put up to thwart him, anything you spray to stop him, this cat's like, I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck. Do what I want. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. And I'm like, oh, He gives me heart attacks. How on earth do I have another cat? It's a full Maine Coon cat that I got from Prestigious Purr in San Diego. And he's gorgeous and I love him. But he keeps doing stupid shit, which is climb up. So it's like it's not an A-frame cabin, but there's these beams right here above my desk. And it goes 27 feet up in the air because I'm on a loft and the loft is open. So our ceilings are 27 feet tall. And he's like, climb the fucking logs, then climb onto the beams. And I'm like, no. And he's just like, I'm kind of slipping and I don't know if I can stay up here. And it's like, dude, if he drops, that ain't safe. How do you stop a cat from climbing your log walls? Open for suggestions, motherfuckers. Anyone? Welcome to my world. My kids are like 5 Zorgs. Do they fucking climb your walls? 27 feet up above the ground. You're like, yes. Yes, they do. And he's such a good boy, such a sweet boy, such a sweet little boy. I've tried the aluminum foil. He looks at it and he's like, it's like this. Oh, aluminum foil. Guess I'm not supposed to like that. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to chew on it. That does nothing. It doesn't faze him. I'm like, how does it not hurt your gums? You're chewing aluminum foil. And he's just like, dude. Lord help me. This cat's going to be the enemy. I'm telling you, I love him so much. He's so squishy. Drywall and then close the beams. My house would look hideous. It would be vile. There's no drywall in my house. The entire house is a log house. So you're telling me to drywall all my walls? That ain't happening. The ladder was up here, but we stopped him from like going up there by spraying him in the fucking face. And he's a Maine Coon and he's like, I like water. So you spray him in the face. He's like, water in my face, water in my face. This cat. I love him so much and he's so squishy and he's so majestic and beautiful and he's such a good boy, but he's also a fuck at the same time. He's a baby. You know what I mean? He's just a little baby. And he's like, look at me. I'm fucking your life up. And I'm like, oh. He's just a little guy. Cats can fall from really high places and land on their feet. I have seen cats not do it. He is not graceful. He's a kitten. This cat does not have the grace that my 2-year-old cats have. My 2-year-old cats didn't have the grace either. When they're kittens, they're like clumsy fucking clowns. You know, like idiot clowns. But thanks for the few of you who stayed tuned in while I was trying to rescue my cat. So I have a problem with this, guys. Anti-ICE gunman Joshua Jan spent 17,500 hours playing violent video games. ICE is Trump's Gestapo. It's like actual Nazis. They're hurting people. They're stealing them off the streets. It's just like Nazi Germany. Oh, we can't believe someone attacked them. Where did this come from? Just like Nazi Germany. Just like Nazi Germany. Why are people... It's the media, dude. It's not video games' fault. I can turn on the media. Gavin Newsom's like, it's the Gestapo stealing people off the streets. Murderous Nazis, like every second. And, oh, where'd this come from? You're blaming video games? Fuck you, New York Post. Eat shit. My husband was a huge Twitch streamer playing World of Warcraft on Twitch. And I met him and I fell in love with him because I, too, love World of Warcraft. I fell in love with him under the purple trees of Suramar. I faction changed for him from Alliance to Horde. I love him. And we gamed all the time. My first marriage, the only reason that I was with him for 7 years is because I smoked weed and played World of Warcraft. Otherwise, I think I would have left after 6 hours. I used to be a celebrity judge for PlayStation's The Tester. I have hosted live BlizzCon 2011. I have hosted live multiple E3s for Namco Bandai and for Sony. Playing video games does not make you a psychopath. My husband is hot. Doesn't make you a psychopath. Having the TV go, it's Hitler's Gestapo, ICE is the Gestapo, ICE are horrible murderers, ICE are stealing your neighbors, they're harming your neighbors, they're hurting people, it's just like Nazi Germany, they're taking them like Jews. That's what's doing it. And then you want to blame video games? You want to blame, it's Nazi Germany, ICE is the Gestapo, ICE is stealing people like Jews from their homes, just like Nazi Germany. It's exactly the fascist dictator. Everything's, really, it's video games. That's what we're doing. You know who plays video games? Democrats and Republicans. Can all the gamers get together and say fuck politics and then say fuck you, media, for blaming video games for what you're doing, which is brainwashing everyone that ICE is so evil that you must resist? It's your fault. Blaming video games. Ridiculous. I remember during the BLM riots, and I'm like, they're vilifying police so bad, I wouldn't want to be an officer. Get me out of here. Love it for Slash microfiber mascara. I would not want to be a police officer. Well, they're doing the same thing with the ICE. You know who plays video games? Yeah, everyone. This is a non-bipartisan issue. There's like a couple of chicks that are like, video games are awful. Like, look, if you're one of those parents that just hands your kids a screen and you allow video games and screens to raise your kids, that's on you. It's not on the game. I wasn't allowed to have video games in my house, but I still was able to play them. And then the second my brain was developed and I was about 25 years old and I had more time and I had a home and I wasn't just, traveling the world, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to sit around and play World of Warcraft. It was way better than going to stupid celebrity parties where everyone was on drugs and stupid and dumb. I would literally walk a red carpet. And then right when the party really started, because I would get there first, I'd make my rounds. I'd sneak out the exit door. I would go home and pull shut my shutters so that my neighbors would think I was asleep, because they're always like, come over, we're having wine, come over. So I would just shut all my shades, and then I'd play World of Warcraft with my friends. I used to play World of Warcraft from 4 p.m. until 1 a.m. almost every single fucking day all through my 20s. I'm sorry. And then, this side's doing that side's doing that. Both sides have their psychopaths, guys. But we have to recognize that right now the media is really pushing narratives about fascists and dictators and Gestapos that is literally like, giving excuses to psychopaths. Don't do that. Like planting, it reminds me of Zoolander when they're like, kill the prime minister of Malaysia. Relax, don't do it. It's like every time you hear this is what you got to do. You got to kill this guy. Like the rhetoric that they keep saying they're going to tone down and then they don't. I remember Obama was like deporting everyone and no one was like, oh, go protest ICE and get in their face. And look, if you're protesting ICE, and you're literally on the sidewalk, out of the way, you're not blocking them, you're not screaming, you're not being a psychopath, you're literally just protesting people, I'm all for that. You do that all day. But I see these videos of Karen's like, I'm in your way, I'm screaming in your face, I'm touching you. And then they throw her down. They're like, oh, can you believe he threw her down? I'm like, yes. Who fucking does that? That's not protesting. That's like terrorism. What are you doing? I have been in a protest about wages. I stood on the side of the street with a cardboard sign with everyone else, and we were like, we deserve better pay. We didn't block traffic like narcissists. We just sat there and we're like, yeah, this is what we want. And then people drove by and they were like, yeah, beep, beep. And we're like, thanks, woohoo. And that's a protest. Well, you know, people aren't fucking crazy. I love this microfiber mascara. It instantly makes it look like I have eyelashes when I don't. Big fan. Like, that's a real protest. But I'm tired of people calling rioting, psychopathic, domestic terrorists protesters. They're not. Real protesters, like, sit in lawn chairs with their signs, stand on the side. They don't hinder where you're walking. They don't force you to sit in your car for 6 hours because you can't move. Those are terrorists and abusers. And you're right, Shizadezer. Is that how I say her name? Shizadezer. So I'm all for protesters, but we haven't seen protesters. We just see violent psychopaths that are confrontational with police, like getting in their face, like, I'm going to scream at you and poke at you and jab you and hinder your movement and expect no repercussions. Fuck you, Karen. People still blame video game violence for this shit. I can't even. Are you kidding me? My husband grew up doing nothing but playing video games. You know, he's on spectrum. It helps him just relax. And I love that he was a gamer. We bonded over that. I love that he was a Twitch streamer. He played video games all the time. I miss him streaming on Twitch because I think he's fucking funny. I was just telling him the other day, I'm like, if you streamed on Twitch, I wouldn't even listen to any of the podcasts and shit I normally listen to, because I married my husband because I thought he was the most talented, funniest fucking broadcaster I've ever watched. Ever. He's hilarious. I think he's hilarious just sitting on the couch. So that's how I feel about that. This was Super Extend Mascara. I don't know. I'm always going to defend video games. He is super funny. No, he hasn't streamed in years. I would love for him to, but he has no social media and any of that stuff. But yeah, he's fucking funny. I always thought he was the most talented streamer I'd ever seen. For real. And this was before we even started really dating. I was like, this guy, because I was looking for him to have a problem because he was really good looking. And I'm like, good looking guys are usually buttholes. This is our SPF 50 sun milk I'm putting on my face. So I was like, oh, this guy's going to be a total douche because he's good looking. So I was like, okay, I want him to be an asshole. I want to hate him. So I tuned into his stream and I'm like, this guy is fucking peak hilarity. Like, it doesn't get funnier than this dude. So I would literally listen to him all day while working and doing all my other shit while he was streaming. And I loved it. I did. I loved it. All right. I would like to put on some serious makeup right now. And we have a brand new primer. It's this Match Embrace gripping primer. And it's very dewy and awesome. He's a huge talent. He could come back as a Variety React streamer if WoW is dead. Variety? I would like Variety. but I don't see my husband being Mr. Reaction. That's just not his jam. What's the one Avon product everyone in their 50s should have? That's hard. Either the 1% retinol serum or the retexturizing a new clinical serum, which I can't find. So this is the 1% retinol serum. It's very strong. You have to build your way up to it. And then this is the new clinical Revitalize and Reveal AHA Resurfacing Expert Fluid. Both are great for fine lines and wrinkles. Yeah. Stop blaming video games, guys. Stop. All right. I love this new primer. It's really good. I'll let you guys see in just a second. It gives you like this super dewy finish, which I'm a huge fan of. But I feel like it does the best with like makeup over it. Big fan. What is this? Match Serum Tint Foundation. Don't mind if I do. I'm going to open this up. Dual Elixir. This is in Fair Light. This might be too light for me. Let's see. Nah, I'll use it because I'll just use it lightly. Okay. It is too light for me, but that's okay. Just going to use it very lightly. I'm a little olive. And I like very, very light makeup. I do not like to wear heavy makeup on my face. Not a fan. Oh, yeah. So I'm more light medium than I am fair light. But as I said, I put this on really light. So it won't look bad. All right. Let's do some under eye concealer or primer, pardon me. There we go. There we go. I don't know where the cap is to this, so when I'm done streaming here, I better dig this cap out. So I'll put this over here. Let that dry. You know what? I was going to look for a concealer, but I feel like because the serum tint, I used is so light. There you go. I can just use this as a concealer. 100%. Works like a charm. My bad. I bought this just to see if it would work on my face. And it does, as long as I do it lightly. Tinted moisturizer from Avon. It's not too heavy. Covers my rosacea. Awesome. You rarely use makeup. I'm a concealer, brown eyeliner, mascara only girl. I mean, I barely put on any eyeshadow today and just smeared out my eyeliner, and then it makes it look like I have eyeshadow on. I do want to highlight my brow line, though, with this last pink in the Mood Touch Mini Eye Palette in powdery pink. I just want to highlight right here. There we go. Sometimes light makeup is good. Sometimes it be good. Have I ever thought of doing 2025 commentary over one of the reality shows you were on? I mean, I guess I could do Top Model, but wouldn't I get in trouble for watching it? Last I checked, wouldn't I just get in trouble for that? Did you guys see this? Violet Affleck, this poor girl, is a victim of the bubble she lives in. and a victim of the COVID fear mongering. Did you guys hear what she said, man? She's terrified of life. I think it's funny. Meghan McCain was like, she makes Nepo babies look bad. Meghan McCain's a Nepo baby. That's why she's saying this. I feel terrible for this little girl. She literally lives in fear every second. She wants everyone to wear a mask because of COVID. COVID, it's coming. Like, and she gave a speech and she meant every word she had to say. Let's do our multi-cheek and lip balm and bouquet. Do a little bit on my cheekers. Give myself a little glow. There it is. Just a little glow. I listened to her speech and I was like, this poor girl is a victim of her environment in LA and a victim of being a young developing mind as the lockdowns and stuff was going on. Like, it was just really bad. If you make it transformative, it's okay. Just play it and interrupt and talk over it. I mean, I guess so. Guess I could. I just feel that Top Model would come after me. We don't have a good relationship. And there's no other reality show I'd want to do commentary over because I find it highly inappropriate because those were with my ex-husband and I'm very happily married to my husband that I've been with now for almost 11 years. So I don't have much desire to relive the toxicity of my horrible relationship in my 20s. Sure, he doesn't sit home watching that shit either. You know what I mean? That's right, Russ. That's right. But I feel bad for this girl because she's just mentally broken. And it was very scary to listen to her. Now, the thing that's been bothering me lately about the Tylenol thing is that Tylenol themselves posted a tweet saying if you're pregnant, do not take Tylenol. We don't recommend it. And it's gone viral because Tylenol themselves were like, yo, pregnant bitches, we don't recommend you taking us. Don't do it. So then when Trump says it, everyone has to stick it to Trump. And I'm like, dude, Tylenol said it. Put Trump aside. Like, I get it. You don't like him. Okay. But Tylenol said don't take Tylenol when you're pregnant. Openly on their social media. Like, not trying to be a butthole, guys. This is our brand new plush lip oil. This is called First Toast. It's very light. I just bought all the colors because I'm fucking in love with this shit. Wait till you see it. I am in love with this shit. In love. It's so pretty. And ooey and dewy. And it's got a very, very light tint to it. And it's so shiny. And I'm in love with it. Our FMG Plush Lip Oil. Brand new in my store. 10 out of 10. I also give the primer I just used, the Match Embrace. This is a 10 out of 10 as well. I will never steer you wrong. So most of you guys know I'm obsessed with the Vitamin C Illuminating Primer. This is now my wear alone only. I'm not wearing that under makeup anymore. That is just if I have no makeup on and I want to prime my skin and look polished, then I'll wear that. From now on, when I'm wearing makeup, I'm using the Match Embrace primer. I'm just doing it. Just doing it. So I'm super excited. And very excited about our new plump lip oil. I think it's beautiful. I love it. Now I'm going to use the FMG Set Fix and Spray. Makeup setting mist. Let's go. Don't mind me. I think I just put that in the drawer. I hope it didn't fall on the floor. Very light makeup. I like the look. Do you guys dig it? I like the pink eyeshadow that I used. Powdery pink mood palette. It's good. Troll alert. Who? Tarot. Is that who the troll is? Tarot. But yeah, man, like I didn't like Joe Biden, but if he was going to like say something and I research it, I'm like, oh, he's saying something that, makes sense. I would maybe listen. So I saw this. It says Maha wins. Utz Brands joins food giants and pledged to remove artificial colors. I said, I wonder if we're going to have TikTok videos that will emerge of people guzzling synthetic dyes to resist. No, this is not tingling at all. Oh, the Plumping Beyond Glow? Yeah, that one has a little bit of a tingle. Little bit of a ting. You know how those go. Little bit of a tingle. Gotta go. Bye, Deconstruct. Have a great day. Great day. I don't know why people would roll the dice while they're pregnant. Especially right here. This is from Tylenol. We actually don't recommend using any of our products while pregnant. Thank you for taking the time to voice your concerns today. I mean, we actually don't recommend using any of our Tylenol products while pregnant. Thank you for taking the time to voice your concerns today. Oh, thank you, Janet. Thank you, Janet. I am a less is more check the older I get. That's for sure. They already publicly came out and said it. That's their public account. That's the Tylenol account. Look at this. Click on it. This is Tylenol's account. This is their thing, Tylenol. It's their page. That's it. That's the page. That's the one. Now, before I go, I just quickly wanted to say this about ICE. There's debate on them wearing masks. ICE is going after cartel members. The cartel murders people, skins them, and hangs their bodies in cities to scare everyone into submission because the cartel are terrorists. That's what they are. So we're sending out ICE agents to arrest people associated with and or completely involved with terrorists, right? And then people are mad that they're masked. However, I don't like the idea of officers being masked because I don't trust all police officers because everyone's human. I do know that my time in Mexico, when I was there promoting TV shows, we had to have a secret security service outside of the government to keep us from being kidnapped for ransom from the cartels. And then I was told to trust no one in my security decal because one of them could be working for the cartels. I was terrified. I didn't even want to leave my hotel. And that's when I was down in Mexico City promoting my shows. I mean, most tourist destinations, like, I had tour guides, locals, they know what's up. They're like, look, the cartel protects these roads because we don't need kidnapping of tourists because we need the revenue. So these are the roads that you can be on and you'll be safe outside of your resorts because and I saw the cartels on the side of the road with all their machine guns and shit. It was not the police. And they were protecting the roads to make sure that tourism doesn't stop. It's fucking wild there, guys. It's wild. So the people that are like, I shouldn't wear masks, I'm like, I feel like you're not being genuine when you don't bring into the argument the fact that they're going against cartels. Outside of like psychopaths that want to dox these guys and their family, these people are going against cartels. And you want them to do it in the open public. They don't get paid enough for that. They don't get paid enough to run the security necessary for their homes going against drug cartels. Do you think they get paid enough for that? Doxing is so bad, 100%. And right now the media keeps calling ICE like Hitler's Gestapo. That is, at the same time, we need to tone down the rhetoric. They're the Gestapo, Nazi Germany, seizing your friends from the streets. I'm like, you're not toning down any rhetoric. You're making it fucking worse. And now some guy just shot up ICE, and the blood is on the hands of the mainstream media. You can't say things like this about people just because you don't fucking like them. You can't do it. Like, what are you people doing? It's very annoying. It's very annoying. But yeah, I think it's slippery slope allowing law enforcement to hide their face. That can be used against us in the future in terrible ways. But to deny that these people are being exposed to two terrorist groups, which is Antifa and drug cartels of Mexico, it's like that's denying reality. So I don't know what the answer is to this, but you can't have a fair debate or an honest debate when someone's not going to admit that these guys are completely in danger rounding up cartel members. I feel like the divide's gotten so bad that if one side says something, the other side just default says it's wrong, even if it's not. And that's just terrifying. We should 100% reverse the Smith-Mundt Act, but I don't believe Republicans are here to save us. I think they work closely with Democrats to make it appear that they're opposition. They are in complete power right now, and they're getting nothing done, which leads me to believe that they are all hand in hand marching us towards Agenda 2030. Hi, Kat. Hey there, Kat. Dog, come on. Be my friend right here. This is Dog. Dog wants you to buy Avon from me, AdrianneCurry.com. That's how you can buy some Avon from your girl. Codes today are Silky 100 and Silky 200 for a bunch of free shit. You can find it on my pages, Facebook, Instagram. It's all there. To non-cartel, no, I don't have a percentage, but let me tell you something. As someone who couldn't do anything in Mexico because I had to live in fear that I was going to get kidnapped for ransom, and I had to have a private security team there to protect me as I promoted a TV show. And even then I was told not to fucking trust them at all because one of them could be cartel and they'd be chopping off my finger, sending it to my family who have no fucking money thinking they're getting cash. Dude, one cartel member getting targeted puts you in danger. One. It's a terrorist group, and it's right next to our country. And we've had open borders forever. One. One. This is not good, guys. It's absolutely not good to ask people to risk their lives like that. So I don't know what the answer is there, but again, people have to be honest. This is the eye palette I used today. Glow Color Mood Touch Mini. AdrianneCurry.com will take you to my Avon store. I'd love to sell you some. I hope you guys have a fantastic and amazing day. But I'm out of here. I might stream tomorrow on TikTok. making some food. So we'll see. TikTok's the only place I get any traction anymore. And I'm sure that will dry up because you know how it goes. I love you guys. Please shop with me if you have a moment. You could just look. Maybe there's one thing you might like, but I enjoyed my time with you guys. Well, thank you for sharing your morning with me. I appreciate it. Best rep in the biz. Aw, you're so sweet, Janet. I appreciate you. But yeah, both sides, I'm pretty sure, are one side, and we are the other side. We're against each other. I think it's politicians versus us, and their plan is to split us and to make us think there's two people representing us when there's not. That I truly believe that. I truly do. All right. Love you guys. Bye.